And we're back. Oh my goodness. Hello. It's October 30th as I'm filming this slash recording, because filming, you can't see my face and you never will. Happy almost Halloween. And I am here because, well, the theme of October was connection, and we're coming out to the end of it. And oh man, have I connected. I've connected with a lot of people. Being a wonderful introvert, in the summertime, I find everyone so busy that I don't find myself connecting with people as often. But as soon as fall hits, that's when people start to show up in business and want to talk again. And BNL has been having such a beautiful shift in how we've been connecting internally. And the more we've focused on that, the more connection opportunities have come to us at BNL. And I've done a lot of Zooming, and I've done a lot of talking. And it's funny because, I wasn't sure if I was going to even make it to the end of this day. Did I have a moment where I needed to lie on my floor and just release some tears to get back into my parasympathetic state? Yep. And now I'm back. And then after I did that, I went and did a strategy build for a client as we're revamping a strategy for their new year. And yeah, I'm feeling super connected to others, especially my business, probably for the first time in a long time. But feeling more disconnected from myself, which is why I'm here on this podcast, because this podcast not only connects with all of you wonderful humans who choose to listen to this, but it also allows me to connect back to myself and remind myself why I'm here, what I'm doing, and just to get all of the thoughts out with no one coming back at me. And so I want to thank you. And so, yeah, we're wrapping up October, and the theme of the month was connection. And for those of you in business, you may resonate with this. And if you are feeling stuck, then I am going to hopefully, with my story, encourage you to get unstuck by taking the move that I made. So BNL's leads were pretty quiet. Energy was just really quiet in the space. And I was asking myself why. And one of the things is summertime. But it hasn't been like an influx like it used to be a couple years ago. And I've been doing a lot of, like, you could say, inner work. I've had to recoup some wonderful decisions that I've made and heal from those, and re-find my confidence and re-find who I am as a leader and a CEO, and who I really want to be versus who I thought I needed to be. So a lot of script rewriting has occurred in the last year and a half, almost 2 years now. God, it's wild. Time. What is time? And what I came into October, the words that just kept coming to me was like communication and connection, communication and connection. And this specifically was for BNL internally. Structures and systems are something that we've had to recalibrate in the last couple months with just a few staff shifts. And with that came a little bit of a disarray. And I didn't even know how, I didn't feel tethered to the company. So that's why I came rolling in. And the first thing we did was just increase our consistency on team meetings and also seeing our faces more. We did switch to huddles for a while because Zoom was really hard for me. I was navigating I don't even know what it was, but getting really seasick almost from too much Zoom. And so huddles were a really great shift, but I needed to see everyone's faces because I needed to connect with everyone so that I could check on the pulse of the company and really see and feel into what everyone needed. And that's been going really well. So we've been doing it for a month now. And even with that shift, we've seen just so much streamline in like client systems and processes, and overall client happiness has definitely gone up because we're all connected and happy. And then another move that we made for connection was to increase the connection with our new clients. You know, those first 3 months are extremely important for our new clients, and those conversations, they just need to be had. We've been attracting larger clients that have larger teams that are involved in the marketing, and as soon as it goes beyond one person, so much can slip through the cracks, and the trust needs to be built times like 3 or 4. So we've actually increased our meeting consistency with our larger clients, and we even have some weekly client meetings with some, bi-weekly with others, and that's been huge. And so I've really enjoyed that. And if you are a social media manager and you don't have client meetings right now, I would totally suggest it. It only attracts more abundance for both you and for your client, and everyone's confidence continues to rise. So I'm super, super duper fan of that. Yes, it has caused me to be on more meetings, but I always feel, when it comes to those meetings, I feel really light. And so I'm really grateful for those, and I'm grateful for my clients who have chosen to say yes to BNL this season, especially as we go into Q4. It's been fun working with some e-commerce clients that are like super excited to play into the holiday season and into Halloween and of course Black Friday. So keeps the energy high. And so as I've increased the connection with my staff, we've all become connected. That has caused us to have even more connection with our clients. And in return, it has caused BNL to have some really cool referrals come through in very unique areas. Interestingly enough, they're not coming from like our current clients, but it's the energy. We're attracting clients that want that communication and connection, which is what BNL is all about. And I did a mission statement with the Living in Balance, and I really refined my mission statement, and I'm really proud of it because it has me written all over it. And I'm going to read it to you now because it's really good. BNL Media Consulting provides social media strategy and management to community-driven brands and entrepreneurs to receive confidence, laughter, and business growth. And the one thing I learned that I've been missing this entire time is I've just been focusing on helping clients with business growth. But what I've learned is that comes when we are all feeling confident in what we do and confident in our businesses, and we're laughing. I have also noticed this with the CDM Summit and how the CDM Summit has been so successful because there's a lot of laughter, and our team continues to support their confidence. And the same thing happens with my team. If we are laughing and we are all feeling confident in our roles, there's just business growth. And it all is coming so full circle because I didn't feel like confidence and laughter could exist in a mission statement. But the way that we do it in Living in Balance is very different. It's like from an intuitive place, and you can't fudge it up. And that's what came through. And so we've been operating off this model since October 17th. October 18th is when I created it. And as soon as I got super clear on that, the level of connection and growth that has occurred since then, because of that clarity and that way that I've chosen to connect with my staff and to connect with clients, has only attracted really cool strategy clients. And that's all about connection. This theme just continues to wrap me around with a big hug. And it's scary because it requires a lot of receiving. And receiving is very exhausting for me. Giving, I can give all day. But receiving is a whole different story. And strategy social media strategy always used to be something that I would put on like the side. So if someone really was struggling, I'd offer them a strategy session. Probably be one time, no commitment, no nothing. Just get a little bit of BNL magic and then off you go. Whereas now we are offering strategy retainers. And so people can choose how many hours they'd like a month. And then we set all that up, and then we move forward. And so I'm really excited to announce that BNL/me, I am the strategy person in BNL. I'm offering strategy because it lines up with my mission statement. It's my greatest gift, honestly. I don't know how I've done social media management for so long without leading with strategy consults as like my main. I remember the first time I did a consult, someone paid me $50 and we sat at a Starbucks and I just taught him everything that I knew in an hour. Ugh, what a time. Yeah, so my social media strategy sessions are getting lift off. It's really exciting. I could not be more in my gift. And I've been doing a lot of connecting with others, and it's been extremely empowering. And just the one thing that I have accidentally forgot through all of this connection is connecting with myself. My evening routine and my morning routine have definitely had to expand. And my morning routine is a little bit trickier because I just want to get onto my computer. So I've got an hour and a half right now, but I know I have to move that to like 2 hours, maybe even 2.5, so that I can get my walk in and my dog time and breakfast and chill time before work. But it's coming with time. But connecting with myself looks a lot different than it did even a year ago. It used to be like doing a lot of fun things and getting out and about and exploring, and that is still true. But for me, connecting is like, I connect most with myself when I'm in creation, but it's not in creation like business sense. It's more in creation of like personal hobbies. This may be my neurodiverse brain at work, but I am a super creative person. And I love nature so much, and I love writing so much, and I love doing this podcast so much because I love the free flow that I get to have. And that is how I connect with myself. And with others, I actually connect through structure and predictability. And so it's very interesting how it's like the complete opposite. I like plans with others, and I like to know when it's happening so that I can balance that and make sure I'm connected to myself so I can connect with others. And it's been interesting as I've been navigating some new relationships that have come into my world. I find that if I haven't connected to myself first, I have a hard time connecting with them. If it's talking about business, I can do that all day. I don't have to prepare for that. That is just so natural for me. But when it's a relationship where it's a balance of giving and receiving and listening, and it's just a little bit slower and a different type of connection, that is when I have to take care of myself so much first before I'm able to show up authentically as myself. And it's been a really interesting journey reflecting on that, especially during this month where this theme has been connection and just really building this piece. And the reward from it, personally, not quite there yet. Theme for November, I guess we'll see. But for October, what I can say is by moving forward with connection leading the way, I have seen extremely drastic shifts in my business in ways I didn't even anticipate. And now I am also starting to slowly see them in my personal life, in my health, how I can show up for myself. And I'm making moves to continue to do that. So I feel like that's what going to be as we move into November. That's definitely going to be the theme, because as I take care of myself, I can continue to take on strategy clients. I can't necessarily do that if I keep going this way where I'm only showing up and connecting with others but not connecting to myself. So that's the name of the game. That's the theme this month. It's been a beautiful month, and I want to thank you all for continuing to tune in. And as you're scaling your businesses, think about what themes you like to be. I love a good theme each month. It really hones in the energy and sets the tone for everything that you do. Oh, and another thing that we did inside BNL, before I forget, is all of our team is connected to the internal marketing in some way, shape, or form, so that all of our energies are connected and know what's going on, and we're working as a team to bring the marketing to life. And that has allowed me to share my gift of strategy with my team, because I want them to start thinking and growing into strategists in all of their areas, and it's been extremely successful. So if you don't have that going right now as well, if you're the only one leading the internal marketing, maybe ask yourself how your other team members can get involved, because they want to see the business succeed as well. The business is a separate entity to all of us. It is not our identity. It is just a vehicle. And it's our vehicle because it's been built from our heart. So that's all I've got for today. And I hope everyone has an amazing afternoon, evening, walk, whatever you are, whatever you're doing. And stay tuned for next time.